Hey, what's wrong?
Asher, what are you doing here during the day if my dad sees
Where do you think you're going? Don't touch her, you filthy snake. What are you doing? Fraternizing with a gang member?
Let it go.
Keep your claws off me.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we're late for school.
How much will it cost to keep your demonic little brother away from my daughter?
Asher bagged the preacher's daughter, huh? It'll cost you a pretty penny, Pastor.
Whatever it takes.
Very well, Pastor. I'll keep Asher away from your precious little girl. Whatever it takes.
Can you be a good girl for me? Still come back after this.
Pay close attention, this girl is the pastor's obedient daughter, who has never touched a drop of alcohol in her life. Yet tonight, she attends a high school party for the very first time and makes a decision that will change her destiny forever. And it all begins with a spilled drink. The girl's name is Ellie. As a pastor's daughter, she has always been the embodiment of obedience and good behavior. Encouraged by her friend Sasha, she musters the courage to attend her very first party. But she never expected that, in a single careless moment, she would spill her drink on the school's most untouchable campus kingpin, Arthur King. Her friend turned pale with fear, warning her that Arthur is the leader of the Red Serpent gang and that offending him would lead to nothing but trouble. As if that weren't enough, before Ellie even has a chance to apologize, a group of mean girls surrounds her. They mock her as a nerdy, out-of-place bookworm, and in an outrageous act, pour a glass of vodka over her head, maliciously telling her to go home smelling like alcohol to face her pastor father. The overwhelming humiliation doesn't break Ellie. Instead, it ignites a long-suppressed rebellious fire within her. Returning to her friend, Ellie's eyes are filled with determination. Her friend thinks she is finally letting go, but what Ellie says next shocks her completely. She is going to take her first drink of alcohol herself. Since she is already drenched in it, she might as well embrace it fully. The sharp liquid burns down her throat, making her cough violently. But a sense of unprecedented freedom floods through her. She is tired of always being the good girl. Tonight, she wants to live for herself. However, the alcohol hits fast. Ellie feels dizzy and can barely keep her balance. She stumbles toward the door, intending to find the restroom. But the next moment, she freezes completely. Inside the room stands no one else but the campus kingpin she just offended, Arthur King. Their eyes meet, and the air seems to freeze. Facing this dangerous young man, what will become of Ellie's fate? Pay close attention. This girl is the city's most obedient pastor's daughter, who has never touched alcohol in her 18 years. Yet her first kiss is forcibly taken in the dark by a ruthless gang leader at a chaotic party. It all begins with an unexpected police raid. The story unfolds at an underground party. Ellie sneaks out for the first time, breaking curfew. Like a lost white rabbit among wolves, she feels completely out of place. Suddenly, a shirtless man radiating danger blocks her path. He is Arthur, the infamous leader of the Red Serpent gang. They recognize each other instantly, she, pure and innocent. He a devil of the underworld, to lives that should never intersect. Then, piercing sirens cut through the night, police storm in, throwing the party into chaos. Ellie pales in fear, and her despair deepens when she realizes the lead officer is her uncle. If caught, her life could be ruined. As panic overtakes her, a strong hand drags her into a narrow closet. Arthur's towering body shields her. In the darkness, Ellie hears approaching footsteps and her own racing heart. She trembles, nearly giving herself away. At that moment, Arthur doesn't hesitate. He bends down and presses his lips firmly against hers. The kiss is rough, possessive, and overwhelming, yet it plunges Ellie's world into stunned silence. It is her first kiss full of fear, shame, and an unexpected thrill. Even the battle-hardened Arthur is taken aback. Her innocence and purity are unlike anything he has ever experienced. The police footsteps fade, the danger passes. In the cramped space, only their heavy breathing and the charged atmosphere remain. Arthur breaks the silence, only for Ellie to say blankly that she has never been kissed like this. Seeing her pure eyes, Arthur realizes this is not just an intense kiss, but her first in life. The revelation hits him like an electric shock, stirring a ripple in his iron-hard heart. Compelled, he kisses her again, but this time with gentle care. In that moment, they see a new world in each other's eyes. Ellie discovers a softer side to this fierce gang leader. Arthur realizes that the seemingly delicate girl can ignite the most dangerous fire in his heart. Yet reality is an insurmountable gap. Ellie's phone rings, her father urging her to return home. She must leave immediately. Arthur offers to escort her, but Ellie refuses in terror. She knows if her pastor father sees her with a gang member, the consequences would be unthinkable. Watching her hurried escape, Arthur falls into deep thought. He knows they are from different worlds, and the relationship seems impossible. Yet for the first time, this man who thrives on danger feels a desire to change. Can he truly give up everything for Ellie? And how will Ellie face this forbidden, perilous relationship? In a shocking move to separate his daughter from the school's notorious bully, this pastor, who preaches morality at every turn, doesn't he hesitate to pay a huge sum to bribe a gang leader? And it all begins with a simple school uniform skirt. The girl's name is Ellie. At this moment, she is being viciously scolded by her own father over the length of her skirt. Her father, a respected pastor, calls her a harlot, claiming that the short skirt would tarnish his reputation as a man of God. To reinforce his authority, he hypocritically quotes the Bible, masking his suffocating control as righteousness. Ellie, accustomed to her father's humiliation, can only endure it silently. But then a man appears, shattering the suffocating silence. He is Arthur, the school's untouchable bully. The same man Ellie has secretly been seeing for 6 weeks, who claimed her first kiss and showed her life as beauty. Seeing the girl he loves being bullied, Arthur immediately steps forward. The pastor, enraged, grabs Ellie's arm and denounces Arthur as a filthy snake, a gang scum who will ruin his reputation. Seeing Ellie's pained expression, Arthur shields her behind him and coldly warns the self-righteous pastor anger is one of the 7 deadly sins. And if he harms Ellie again, he will witness what real rage looks like. For the first time, the hypocritical pastor feels powerless against Arthur's dominance. Unable to gain the upper hand in direct confrontation, he hatches a more sinister plan. Secretly, he approaches Arthur's elder brother, a real gang leader. The pastor openly declares that he is willing to pay any price to ensure Arthur stays away from his daughter. Naively, he believes money can solve the problem that tarnishes his reputation. Even more absurdly, the gang leader smirks, playing along, and agrees to the deal, repeating with a pointed tone, any price. The foolish pastor believes he is in control, yet doesn't he realize that in his pursuit of a false reputation, he has delivered himself into an inescapable trap. What price will he ultimately pay for his arrogance? And what fate awaits the lovers who have been forcibly torn apart? One moment, this man boldly defends his beloved in front of the whole school. The next, he arranges to meet the school bully who just harassed her, all to make her give up hope completely. The reason is that this man, the heir of a powerful gang, has received a warning that could cost his girlfriend her life. The story begins with Ellie, the pure pastor's daughter, stepping out of the luxury car of Arthur, the school's most untouchable bully. Instantly, all eyes turn to her. Arthur's car has never carried another girl. Ellie's heart races, but she is also worried that her secret relationship with Arthur might be discovered by her father. Trouble arrives swiftly. The arrogant school bully Claudia blocks her path, jealousy and disdain on her face. She mocks Ellie, calling her a fake goody-goody for daring to attract the attention of bad boy Arthur. But Ellie is not one to be intimidated. She fires back, calling out Claudia's chaotic private life, hitting a nerve. Enraged, Claudia raises her hand to strike, and the surrounding students fall silent in fear. At the critical moment, Arthur appears. He shoves Claudia aside and shields Ellie behind him. He doesn't hold back, verbally humiliating Claudia with ruthless cruelty, calling her cheap and promiscuous, and warns her that one more move against Ellie will make her vanish from the school entirely. Claudia is stunned. She cannot understand why the notoriously cold and indifferent Arthur would go to such lengths for the seemingly ordinary girl. What Arthur doesn't realize is that his act of defending love has already invited a catastrophic threat. His elder brother, Jocks, the current leader of the Red Serpent gang, quickly finds him. Jocks' expression is icy. He warns Arthur that the gang has strict rules forbidding any TIs with outsiders, especially someone like Ellie, a pastor's daughter with connections to the police. Jocks' words are like a death sentence. If Arthur does not immediately end the relationship, Ellie will pay the price for his actions. To protect the girl he loves, Arthur's heart aches. He promises his brother that he will sever all ties with Ellie and never see her again. To make Ellie give up completely, and to maintain appearances for the gang, he makes the most painful decision. He takes out his phone and calls Claudia, the bully he just humiliated, asking her to meet him in the nurse's office, claiming that he needs her. This act of betrayal is meant to protect her. But will Ellie believe it? And when she sees the man she loves with the enemy who bullied her, how will she react? Pay close attention. One moment, this innocent girl gave her first hand to the man before her. The next, he calls her a troublesome plaything in front of everyone. It all begins when Ellie wakes from unconsciousness. Weakly opening her eyes, she finds herself in her boyfriend Arthur's room. He had rescued her. Before she can even thank him, Arthur's cold words cut like a blade. He says being with Ellie is too troublesome. He has offended her father and angered the vicious girl. To avoid further complications, he decides to sever ties completely. Ellie is stunned. She cannot believe it and asks him in disbelief, didn't he say she was the only girl who could make him change? Were their 6 weeks of sweet memories all a lie? Suddenly, an arrogant woman, Claudia, barges in. She mocks Ellie, calling her a pathetic girl clinging to Arthur. Arthur doesn't deny it. Instead, he pulls Claudia into his arms, and in front of Ellie declares that Claudia is the woman he truly wants. Coldly, he tells Ellie that from the moment he leaves this room, they are strangers she must give up completely. Ellie's heart shatters into a million pieces. The cruelty of this love is suffocating. But no one realizes that after sending Ellie away and dismissing the fake couple Claudia, Arthur's face betrays endless pain. He is a member of a dangerous gang and knows that staying with Ellie would only drag this innocent girl into hell. The cruelest way he can push her away is to protect her. He bears all the pain alone, only hoping Ellie will forget him completely and start a new life. Yet fate has only just begun to toy with her. Heartbroken, Ellie spends her days in tears, constantly reminding herself that a bad boy like Arthur will never truly change. She must forget him. Then, she notices something unusual with her body. Terrified, Ellie checks the calendar. Her period is 2 weeks late. A horrifying thought strikes. Could it be? She is pregnant. As fear and despair overwhelm her, her mother's voice calls from outside the door, urging her to come. What will this heartbroken, unexpectedly pregnant girl do next? This woman, pregnant, traveled thousands of miles to find the father of her child. But when she finally found him, she witnessed the scene she never expected: him kissing another woman. And all of this began with her father, a man with an extreme need for control. The story begins with the girl, Ellie, being tightly restrained by her devout father. In his hand was a snake-shaped token, a gift from Ellie's boyfriend, Arthur. Because of this token, her father flew into a rage. He accused Ellie of threatening to ruin his reputation within the church and even shouted insults, calling her a shameless, deceitful woman. Though Ellie tearfully tried to explain that she had already broken up with Arthur, her enraged father refused to believe her. In his eyes, Arthur, her boyfriend, was a vicious, demonic serpent. To completely separate them, he made a cold, ruthless decision. He would immediately send Ellie to a distant Catholic boarding school. No matter how desperately Ellie pleaded, her father remained unmoved, coldly instructing her to pack her belongings. But no one expected that months later, Ellie would not only manage to escape that suffocating home, but she would also carry a new life within her. This child was hers and Arthur's. In her darkest memories, Arthur had once saved her like a hero. And so she firmly believed that Arthur was now her only hope, the only person who could help her. For the sake of the child in her womb, she had to find him. After many trials, Ellie finally spotted Arthur at a party. But before she could approach him, an arrogant woman blocked her path, sneeringly calling her a loser. To make matters worse, this woman, to assert her claim, walked straight to Arthur in front of Ellie and kissed him passionately. That scene struck Ellie like a dagger, piercing through all her illusions. The hero she had believed in was now tenderly embracing another woman, not even sparing a glance for her. Overwhelmed by sorrow and despair, Ellie realized the painful truth. This man did not care about her, nor would he care about the unborn child. Heartbroken, Ellie turned away in tears, preparing to leave this place of heartbreak alone. What she did not notice, however, was that not far away, a pair of eyes had witnessed everything that had just happened. Who is this mysterious observer? With her heart seemingly dead, where will Ellie go next? And what twists and turns await the fate of the child in her womb? A boy was using the most hurtful words, desperately pushing away the girl he loved. What terrifying secret was he hiding that made him willing to be misunderstood, just to drive her away? At this moment, the girl, Ellie, risked everything to find the boy, Arthur. She couldn't understand why the person she loved would feel that simply being with her was shameful. Facing Ellie's questions, Arthur's eyes were filled with pain and struggle. He wanted to take her away, but he was afraid of being seen by others. Seeing that he could no longer hide the truth, Arthur finally revealed the deadly secret. He was not an ordinary student at all, he was a member of the city's most dangerous gang, the Red Serpents. According to the gang's iron rules, members could never get involved with outsiders. Any violation was considered a betrayal of the entire gang. Arthur explained to Ellie that everything he had done was to protect her. The leader of the Red Serpents, the ruthless Donovan Black, was the very person responsible for dragging him and his brother into the gang years ago. If Donovan discovered Ellie's existence, he would see her only as Arthur's weakness and burden. Heaven knew what terrible things he might do to her. To completely sever Ellie's attachment and, more importantly, to protect her, Arthur made a cruel decision. He demanded that she leave him forever, never to see him again. Faced with this harsh truth and Arthur's resolute request, Ellie froze in place. Would she give up, or would she recklessly throw herself into this dangerous whirlpool?